Hello, everyone. So this is the podcast for this assignment for December 7th. And what you guys are doing is looking to answer the questions. They're going to give you two equations. And you're looking to just choose, are they perpendicular, the same line, parallel, or neither parallel or perpendicular. So how you're going to do that is by comparing the slopes. You're going to find the slope of the first line and the slope of the second line, and then compare those two numbers. So remember, parallel lines, so a parallel slope is the same. A perpendicular slope, that's the opposite reciprocal. Whoops. Okay, that's an E. And if they're neither, they're neither. So like if I had a slope of 2/3 of one line and a slope of 3/2. Well, first off, they're not the same. Second, they're not opposite reciprocals. So this would be neither. Okay, an example of opposite reciprocal. Let's say you had 5 for one slope, -1/5 is the other slope. Those are opposite reciprocals. Or 5/7 and -5/7. Sorry, 7/5. Or -2/3 and +3/2. These would all be opposite reciprocals. Okay, these are just reciprocals. So this would be neither. Okay, so what do you do? Well, this one you can read the slope right out because it's in slope-intercept form. The slope is just 1. This one is in standard form, and you can't read the slope. Notice there's no m in this, so I have to solve for y. 4y plus 4x is equal to -32. So you're going to start, I'm going to start by subtracting the 4x to both sides. So I have 4x is equal to -4x minus 32. Then I'm going to divide, it's 4y. Come on. Then I'm going to divide the 4 out to each thing. So you get y is equal to -1x minus 8. So the slope of this line is -1. Now this brings up the question, are they the same? Nope. Are they opposite reciprocals? Well, some students have a little trouble seeing the reciprocal of 1. So let's say I have a whole number of 7, and I want its reciprocal. You take that number and you write it underneath 1. Okay, so if the number is 1, and I take the reciprocal, I write it underneath 1. Well, 1 over 1 is worth 1. So the reciprocal of 1 is 1. Okay, now, are they opposite reciprocals? Yes. So it is perpendicular, and you choose perpendicular. Okay. Neither of them are in slope-intercept form, so I'm going to start by adding 6x to both sides. So I have 4y is equal to 6x minus 32. Then I'm going to divide by 4. And I get y is equal to, reduce your fraction, 3/2 x minus 8. So the slope of this line is 3/2. Okay. This one, I'm going to add the 3/2 x to both sides. And I get y is equal to 3/2 x minus 8. And the slope of this line is 3/2. These slopes, and check this out. So is the y-intercept the same? Oh, I was first just going to say they're parallel. I was first going to check this. But it turns out the y-intercept is also the same. So they're the same line. That would be the correct answer. Okay? So they're parallel, yes, but the correct answer would be they're the same line because the y-intercepts are also the same. Okay? Solve for y. Subtract the 8x. So I have 4y is equal to -8x plus 32. Divide by 4. And you get y is equal to, so that would be negative 2x plus 8. Oh my goodness, sorry for that hesitation. So the slope of this line is negative 2. The slope of the other line, it's already in slope-intercept form, is negative 1/2. How do they compare? Well, they're not the same, so that's gone. They're not opposite reciprocals, so that's gone. They certainly aren't the same line, so they're neither parallel nor perpendicular. This would be if it's the same number. This would be if it's opposite reciprocal. Whoops. Gravy. Reciprocal. So they're neither parallel nor perpendicular. Okay? All right, so for y, whoops, minus 15x, minus 15x. So I get 9y is equal to negative 15x minus 63. Divide by 9. And you get y is equal to, a 3 is going to fall out of that, so negative 5/3 x minus 7. So the slope of this line is negative 5/3. This one, subtract the 5/3 x from both sides, and you get y is equal to negative 5/3 x plus 9. So the slope of that line is also negative 5/3. And the y-intercepts are different, so they're not the same line. Okay? These slopes are the same, so it's parallel. Okay? So to do this assignment, you have to find the slope by looking at both of them in slope-intercept form and comparing the slopes. Parallel is the same. Perpendicular is opposite. R-E-C-I-P-R-O, reciprocal. Okay? If they're neither the same nor opposite reciprocals, then it's not parallel or perpendicular. And the same line is, well, they're the same line, like this first one or second one we did right here. Those are the same, so they would be the same line. Okay? Thank you for your time. Have yourself a great one.